make your damn mind up. You hate me, then you're back again, girl. And goddamn, I'm getting tired of it. I'm not a kid, girl. You ain't a yo-yo. One more time, then I go solo. 2 more times, then I'm going loco. You should change your name to Boomerang instead of breaking up. You should be making up. Let's not go back and forth. Boomerang, tired of going up and down. You should be round and round. Are you really down? Boomerang, it's like a movie star, flawless, fire in your eyes, yeah. Eyes that can mesmerize. You know this, had me hypnotized, yeah. I guess he went and broke your heart. Bet he made you cry, yeah. So here we go again. I'm back at sound the best that you ever had. If you come home, my heart can mend. But if you leave, don't come back again. Like a boomerang, instead of breaking up, you should be making up. Let's not go back and forth. Boomerang, tired of going up and down. You send me round and round. Are you really down? Boomerang. Is it goodbye or hello? Is it stop? Is it go? Is it south? Is it north? Do you know I won't stay here in the rain? I don't like boomerangs. Yes or no? Is it stop? Is it go? Boomerang, instead of breaking up, you should be making up. Let's not go back and forth. Boomerang, tired of going up and down. You should be round and round. Are you really down? Boomerang, are you gonna be mine? Yeah, I don't play with boomerang. Is it yes or is it no? Is it stop or is it go on? You know what I'm saying, baby? Tell me how you really down. Would you stay around? Boomerang, let's not go back and forth. I'm sincerely yours. You know I want you. I know you know it. I know you want me. Oh, tell me. I know you want me, babe. You've been on my mind so crazy. Till everywhere I look, you seem to appear. It's crazy. Say what? Say what? Say what? Come on, Snare. It's so hard when I turn the TV on. 9 o'clock, the news is on. Damn, you look like the weather girl. Same lips, same eyes, girl. Thought I seen you on a TV show. It wasn't you. I turned to HBO. You look like Dorothy Dandridge. I'll make it up to you. Just give me one more try. 'Cause I got love for you. Don't get me wrong, alright. I'm trying to rock with you. Just give it one more try. It's killing me. 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 Damn, it's hard when the radio is on. 1 o'clock, the quiet storm. Turn the dial over to hip hop. Your favorite song, DJ Dan. Every time that I hear my phone, is it her? Carmen Jones. You look like Dorothy Dandridge. You were here, everything was okay. Now you're gone, things ain't never going my way. You were here, nights turn to broad daylight. but you're gone. Nothing seems to ever go right when you're here. All the bad goes out the door. So what you waiting for? I can't wait no more. I'll make it up to you. Just give me one more try. 'Cause I got love for you. Don't get me wrong, alright. I'm kinda right with you. Just give it one more try. It's killing me. 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 Oh, give me tonight. I think it's about time I get him off your mind. I know you're moving on, but please give me a try. Of all the girls I love, you're the one that's on my mind. Girl, I'll make it up to you. Just give me one more try. I got love for you. And I'm alright with you. Yeah, one more try. It's killing me. It's killing me. Killing me. Killing me. Killing me. I'll make it up to you. Girl, just give me one more try. I got love for you. And I'm alright with you. Yeah, one try. It's killing me. Killing me. Killing me. Killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. There it is. You look like superstar. 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 The good life has begun. I met a girl, and I can't get her off of my mind. I seen her in the VIP line, and now we're alone. The night is young, the city never sleeps, so let's have some fun till we see the sun. And that's the story of my life. I'm running with the wind whenever the night is on. Shorty is a 10, she's a phenomenon, and I don't know how the story ends tonight. I could be in Spain, but long as she's here with me, there's no other place that I would rather be. I live in New York City. I live in New York City. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. I live in New York City. I live in New York City. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. People fall in love in the city. People get rich in the city. People make it big in the city. I can feel it in the air. It's gonna be more than a one night affair. Close your eyes, let me take you there. Nothing can compare. We're going now. Let me show you what this town is all about. All about. Just let it out. And that's the story of my life. I'm running with the wind whenever the night is on. Shorty is a 10, she's a phenomenon, and I don't know how the story ends tonight. And I could be in Maine, but long as she's here with me, there's no other place that I would rather be. I live in New York City. I live in New York City. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. I live in New York City. I live in New York City. Yes, I'm a New York City boy. Yes, I'm a New York City boy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey,
What's happening? Another week with the conversation with James Billings and friends, and you know who they are: Empress, Chef Tammy, and Drippy Dre. Drippy's not in today. He had to take a hiatus. He had some things to do. So shout out to Drippy. I know you're watching. Holding it
Adrian.
Trip.
right. So how was your weekend, Chef Tammy?
It was good. Happy birthday, 20th birthday to my daughter Jordan. Today's her birthday.
Okay.
So
Happy
I went back to
birthday.
Orlando to hang out with her for the weekend. So it was great. Now I'm back and another year down. How about you, Empress?
I saw the pictures, beautiful, like her mommy, because she looked just like
Thank
it. My weekend was kind of relaxing, kind of, was a little lazy. I had plans to go to a food festival down in Old Town Alexandria, but one of the kids decided to get himself in trouble, so I wasn't taking him nowhere.
Where's
So, huh?
Where's Old Town Alexandria at?
Literally right across the river from National Harbor,
Where's that?
Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know where are you? Where are you?
I'm in New York. I was gonna drive down this morning, stay
Right.
overnight. I was
Oh,
gonna
that
drive
would be
down
fun.
Saturday morning, stay
Oh.
overnight, and then drive back up today. Yeah, it's only like a 4-hour drive. I don't mind driving. I'm crazy like my dad. We drive everywhere.
Yeah. But those, I remember that road trips as a kid, but they were so fun.
It's so much fun for me. Like
Yeah.
driving don't bother me as long as I have music. I'm good.
That's me. Give me a good playlist and I'm going. That's why I'm always so back and forth between Orlando and Fort Lauderdale so much. It's a 3-hour drive, but I do it like nothing because just give me a good playlist and I'm going. How was your week? Feel good?
My weekend was pretty good. I just did some hanging out around the crib, handled some things with the family. Not too much, shout out to Biz Marquis' family. His passing was last week, of course, or 2 weeks ago. So that his memorial is on Monday, I believe it is.
Okay.
Now to catch up. So just sending my blessings, peace and blessings to his family, and
Absolutely.
hopefully,
Another sad day for hip hop, man.
right. Just a lot going on.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
In happy news, can we highlight Bongo Youth's comment? Because I'm
Which
being
was
a
what?
little bit patriotic right now because somebody did a sweep in the 100 meters.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm wearing the wrong colors today. I need my black, green, and gold. Jamaica had a 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
Jamaica. Yes.
That's my little shout out.
I ain't mad at that. That's right.
Do you
Have
guys
you guys been watching the Olympics? Have you guys been watching them?
I'm a track and field girl, so
Yeah, that's you and me both. Yeah.
yeah. And so did you guys ever see that funny video? It was like on Facebook and social media how Jamaicans watch the track and field
No.
with like the flag under his hat, and he be a mad extra. So I'm watching the qualifiers when Shelly Ann Frazier is running, and I'm like, "Go on, lead, na Shelly, run, na Shelly," and I'm going and I'm jumping up and down, and Deuce is looking at me like, "What is wrong with her?" I'm like, "Told you this how Jamaicans get down with track and field." He's like, "I thought it was a joke." No.
Track and field is serious. So what I
It is
what I need
serious
to do
business.
right now, everybody that's in the room, tuning in, watching in, invite 10 people. Make sure you hit that like button so we can build our algorithm, help share the content on your social media. We have some interesting topics today. I see the room filling up. Shout out to Drippy Dre. He's in the comments saying happy birthday. And hey, family, what's good? Y'all looking good. Shout out to you, Dre. Um, we have some interesting things happening tonight. So while y'all invite your friends, I'm gonna explain what the conversation is doing. Is that okay, Chef Tammy and Empress?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yes, sir.
So we are evolving the show, and on the upcoming shows, we're gonna start inviting our audience into the show live, and we want you to also bring up certain topics. We're going to ask you to bring up certain topics, and you have an experience in a certain topic. We're going to invite you on buddies on it, and we're going to kind of just have a conversation about it. So we're going to move you guys from being in the comments so much to actually being a part of the show. So if you have a certain experience, we have a topic we want to talk about, you guys can bring it up. But tonight is interesting because we're going to get into two interesting topics, and one is let me set up the clip because it's a clip that we're going to watch. So one is a clip where the first one actually is. It's a real interesting clip because it's this mother and father having a I don't they're having a difference about parenting, and the mother shows up with the daughter at the father's job. So I'm gonna set up the clip. Y'all want to talk to anybody in the room? I'll set up the clip real quick, and then we'll play it out. See what the audience says. Guess not. All right, so here we go. Here's the clip.
Hey, Jess.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No, I don't want to call you pussy because you know pussy is what I have, and pussy is awesome. Yeah, walk away, walk, bald man, walk away. I dare you, walk away. I'll find you. I'll find. I will find her because I'm good like that. And I will find her. And you know what? Or you could apologize to your daughter.
Echoing.
Tell her that I'm sorry that I made.
Can you hear it?
No,
Yeah,
we can't hear the
mute
audio.
Your day.
your mic, Dr. Feelgood.
Okay.
Are you a man or not? Oh, I'll shut up. Go for it. Yep. I'm doing it. Bitch, butch. Go for it, bitch, butch. Go for it. Bitch, go for it. Oh, are these guys gonna like what?
Your
take me
mic.
down? I dare ya. Do it. You man too. Oh, shut the fuck up and say the real thing. Shut up. Zip it. Shut the fuck up and say what you should say to her. Oh, everybody's witnessing. You have a vagina, not a dick. So I can't push you. And now you push you. Oh, are you gonna? I can't wait. Bring me in. Bring me the bucket. Apologize to your daughter. Oh, 911, here we come. Apologize to your fucking daughter, you piece of shit pussy. See? You want to see my vagina? You want to see it? You want to see my vagina? I will show you my vagina, pussy, whatever you want to call it. Oh, because of you, you're such a man. You're such a man's man. Oh, should I come and give you a cock suck again? Should I do that as a 17-year-old girl? Yeah, 20 years younger than you. Oh, should I do that? Fucking want that? Yeah, exactly. I will fucking touch you. Oh, you want to play? You want to play? You want to play? I will fucking touch you. I will freaking touch you as much as I fucking want to play. Just play it. I'll touch you. Oh. Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
What are you
You
doing?
like that? You like that? You fucking like that? You like that? You like that? Don't you?
Stop.
You like that?
Stop.
Oh, you
Stop.
fucking love it.
Stop. Stop.
That's all you ever wanted from me, isn't it?
Stop.
My vagina in your fucking. Oh, you're gonna be a man around your friends?
You're muted, James.
Yeah,
Okay.
it don't get no better.
Right.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Right.
So what's the
That was
question you want to pose,
pain.
James?
The question I want to pose is when parents are warring, when parents are at war, they can't be on the same page. We're seeing this live and direct. Who should get the child? in this scenario that I just played right now, this woman showed up at her baby house
Mhm.
trying to now somebody
At his
still,
job, right?
yeah, showed up at his job. Is somebody playing that?
It sounds like it's playing.
Huh?
Sounds like it's still playing.
Yeah, I'm not playing it. I don't know where it's playing from. It's how crazy. But anyway, she shows up at his job and she causes all this craziness about her child, and she wants him to apologize. Now, what's your thoughts on that, Chef Tammy? How she should handle that? Did you see?
Well, the worst part about the whole situation is the fact that the child was standing right next to her, that she brought the child there. That's the worst part. Let's just scratch the fact that her behavior was totally ridiculous. It's the fact that she stood her daughter right next to her to witness all of that. And you're speaking like that and you're talking like that in front of the child. And then it's so sad because you can hear at the end of the video that even though the mom's behavior is totally inappropriate, the little girl still felt the need to go, Mom, Mom, when the dad was just trying to subdue her. So the point being is that, like I was saying before, no one wins in this because the little girl is traumatized, but she still loves her mother. Her mother was totally out of line and just should be behaving better. That was just awful.
Right, right. And Chris, what's your thoughts?
That's painful for me to watch. Like, because none of that, she's saying apologize to your daughter, but for what? Like,
right.
How is any of what she's beneficial to the child?
Yeah.
Like, I understand you being angry and everything like that.
Say it again.
Right. Like, what example are you setting for her? That's how she handles any kind of conflict that she has? That the girl looks at the very least 12 or 13.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's not small.
Right.
That was horrible. It was very uncomfortable to watch. It was horrible. And the sad part is that what people don't think about either is that children have access to so much on social media these days. This girl's got classmates. This child has kids who might see this. You understand what I'm saying? You're not even thinking about that aspect of it. You're humiliating this poor little girl. It's terrible. It's terrible.
You're traumatizing her.
Yeah. That was
like you hear her mom, stop. That's like a plea.
Yeah.
My take is this. It's awful because never didn't use any kind of discussion. Now, the part of the video that really got me is she stood next to her daughter.
Your sound is low, honey.
My sound is low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me try to fix this really quickly.
How was that?
Much better.
Much
better.
Yeah.
All right. We cooking with fish grease right now.
There you go.
Before I get into my piece to the chat room, Bongo, you, Kylie, Benton, Jessica, what's up? Jamel, Fareed, what's happening? You guys, give us your comments. Let us know what you thought about portions of the video. But my take is this. Two parts that really stood out to me was one, when she was standing next to her daughter and started to take her clothes down and asking, you want to see my vagina, right? Yeah. That's crazy. And you see the daughter in her back trying to have some kind of restraint. Right. So she lost it so much that she forgot that she was at his place of work, because that was a fire station. And the gentleman that was next to her daughter was another firefighter. If you notice, he had the fire shirt on, then the dad had the fire shirt on. And then the other portion was when she started hitting the guy and fighting him.
Right.
But she was just she was more provocative to me than she did this like slut walk.
Did you see the saunter?
She's trying to get a rise out of him, and he's just like,
That's exactly what she was trying to do. And he's like, no.
Right. And so that type of behavior, you have to consider, okay, who do you think is the better father? I mean, the better parent in this situation?
I don't even think it's about being who's the better parent, because we don't have all the background from the whole entire situation, their relationship, any kind of past. But what we saw her doing was totally out of line. And no matter what he's done without a video camera rolling,
That's uncalled
unfortunately,
for.
her behavior has been videotaped.
Right.
So here's like, if it was the other way around and he showed up to her job and like tried to undo his pants, and even if he didn't touch her, even up until touching her, all of those things, somebody would be ready to call the police.
Right.
Indecent exposure, harassment, threatening, but because she feels this feigned sense of safety because she's a woman,
Karen.
That angers me even more.
I think it's more because she's a Karen, no offense. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they have this kind of feeling of authority. I mean, it seems like everything she was doing came with so much authority. Like, I belong here. I can be doing this. And you know what I'm saying? And because she said that, I'll find you. I'll come wherever you're at. Like, okay. But what gives you that right? You're trespassing on the fire department. You bring a little girl with you, and your behavior is insane.
Right.
That was pretty crazy. It was like uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, definitely was. So I have a question before we get into another video. There was a popular question on the platform, actually two, but I'm gonna bring up one. And the question that I had, and it's for the room as well. So it was like a guy took this girl on 6 dates. He went out on 6 dates with her prior. So she calls, right? So she calls him and she says, "Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go out and get something to eat." He takes her out, and then she expects him to pay. And he tells her, "No, you're going to pay the bill." And she gets upset. Well, the chat room and our platform went bananas on that.
I remember that post.
So what's your take, Chef Tammy? If someone takes you out 6 times, you call him and say, "Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go grab something to eat." When the bill comes, he tells you, so you expect him to pay. And he says, "No, I'm not paying. You're going to pay today." And then the girl got upset with him. What's your take? Is that right or is that wrong?
I'm kind of not really the one to ask that, because I told you before, I don't have a problem taking people out to dinner and paying the tab. I'm never the one to assume that you're gonna pay the tab. And especially if I called you and said, "Hey, come on, let's go out to eat," I should be paying. But sometimes, unfortunately, these women, they tend to be very presumptuous in the fact that, he's just supposed to pay. There's no written rule that says a man is supposed to pay every time. Now, if it doesn't you out to dinner, then by all means he should pay. But should there be some kind of a obligation or an obligatory feeling? No, not at all. It's ridiculous. What about you, Deb? What do you think?
Her problem was her expectation.
Right.
Like, offered to pay, or if he grabbed the tab, cool. But if I'm like, "Yo, let's go grab something to eat,"
right?
I can understand maybe playing devil's advocate. She didn't say, "Oh, I'm taking you out," but you still initiated the outing.
Right.
So how are you initiating an outing with not at the very least to pay for your portion of the outing?
Right.
But I'm also with Tammy. I have no problem. I take my man out. If we're going out on dates or whatever, and you know what, we going out. I'm gonna treat you this time. I've even paid for first dates because I'm the one that asked them out. So
absolutely, totally agree.
I'm gonna get to some comments about the video, and then I'll give y'all my take on the posted comment, and then we'll get into the new video. So, matter of fact, I'll let the ladies handle the chat room. Go ahead, ladies.
All right, so let's talk about this video, y'all. Go ahead, Ms. Chef Tammy.
Well, basically, the one comment I did see was that Bongo says, "Fam," he said the point was to try to get him in trouble by trying to get him engaged. She knew exactly what she was doing, and she knows his coworkers, and all calculated. I would totally agree. I definitely think she came there to put on the show. I just don't think that she realized that he was going to be recorded. So I would say kudos to them for being ready for her. I guess maybe expecting she might show up, or I don't know. Like I said, we don't know what the prior was to that, but I'm just very glad that they got her behavior on tape. Because yes, Bongo, That's exactly what she wanted. He's absolutely right. She was trying to, like you said, like Bongo said, get him to engage with her, but it ended up backfiring on her.
Right.
Yep.
Empress, want to read a comment?
Well, the next comments after that are on your question. Jessica Melendez, though, that was awful. The mother is extremely immature and a bad example of a mom. Absolutely. Bad example as an adult. Bad example as just
as a human. That was crazy.
Can y'all imagine? Just think about this. Can you imagine being at work and your child not only embarrassing you as this is your child's parent, but somebody connected to you in that sense, and at your job, and you have people looking at this and seeing how she conducts herself or he conducts himself? That's a whole another level of being mad.
That was crazy.
Your job for that.
Facts. Like,
right.
you know, if you anything else, it's like your job now knows about your personal business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if they didn't know, now they do.
Right.
You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Remember the Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married To? And she showed up to his job with like the nail stripper and the birthday cake. So she went to his job to embarrass him and get a rise out of him. Like,
Right.
Who raised you?
I don't know if you guys heard, but at the end, she said, "I'm gonna call the police on you, you psychopath."
Oh, she said that?
She said that?
Yeah, she said that. Yeah. I think I might have
Yeah, like she wasn't the one being a psychopath. Like she wasn't the
So there's the dating question. What's your thoughts on that? Like Empress, Chef Tammy did give her side and position on that. You date somebody, you take them out 6 times.
No, I agree with Tammy. Like, you know, I'm at the very least. Because like I said, I understand she didn't say, "Hey, I'm taking you out." So some people might play on the verbiage of it, but I'm at least going to be able to pay for it. You have Vex money. You always have Vex money.
right. So Bongo, you again, he said, stop dating brokies. He said a lot of men find their masculine strength in splurging on broke women. It's a form of having control, equal footing, reciprocity. I am all with him. And listen, I think that, and I don't know if Deb agrees with me or not a lot, but that's a lot of the reason why I do that, and why why I am so comfortable in paying for a meal, because I don't ever want you to think that I can't afford it. Be very clear.
Not only that, but he just said a whole word. It's a form of control. Like a lot of men, that in my experience, like ones with a certain amount of money, or they feel they have a certain amount of money. If I'm spending this on you, you owe me.
Yeah.
And whatever whatever they think it is,
or whatever they want, or whatever they think they want.
And I'm like, you can't buy me, but a lot of men think they can buy companionship or whatever it is they're looking for. I'm polite with saying that. So no, Bongo, you said a whole word.
that's Bible right there.
Well,
dude says, as a dude, I'm not going to argue about no bill. I'm not even going to tell you that you're paying. I'm just going to see if you reach for the bill. And if you don't, it's cool. I got it. I'm just going to fall back.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be a gentleman.
Exactly.
I appreciate his approach, because my approach might be a little different. I might have something to say, but this is my take on that.
You might.
Yeah, I'm gonna have something to say.
You know you're gonna have something to say.
Listen, you pay it 6 times and you call me, Dr. Phil, to come out and get some meat. Oh, you definitely pay. Ain't no doubt. I ain't paying for nothing. And I'll go as far as getting up and walking on out of there and leaving you right there with the bill, the food that's left over, and everything else.
She better start washing some dishes.
Oh my God, you gonna cause a scene.
Ain't no scene. I'll do it quietly. But I'm just saying, like, you can't possibly think every time you go out with a man, he's gonna pay for you.
Nor should you think that. Nor should you. And
No,
if
should you.
And if you think that, you need to grow up. That's hard.
But
now, Chef Tammy, I have a question for you.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
agree. If you think that you need to grow up, but who are they getting this idea from? Somebody's teaching them this.
I don't think it's taught. I just think it's
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's almost an expectation at this point, Deb. It's almost like it's expected. It's almost like kind of a rite of passage kind of a thing.
Yes
like
and no.
a
I've had
grandparent.
mom figures say things to me like, "Why are you paying? You shouldn't be paying for this. You should make him do this." Like,
I have to.
Women who are old enough to be my mom, not my age.
You're right. You're right about that.
It is taught.
Right.
These things don't happen in a vacuum.
No, they do not.
And it's weird because, and it's so funny. With that being said, it's like my mom's just always been like, I got that from her. Like we never been one to quiver about a bill. Hey, we got it.
Right.
If I got it, you got it. You got it, we got it. We gonna all eat. Everybody, let's eat. Let's be happy. We never been one to do that. So she's never taught me to. I think, and I'm grateful for that for her. This always taught me like, yo, just have your own. Be able to hold your own in any room. Listen, how crazy is it sitting down to eat a meal and you don't even have the money to pay for the meal?
That's true.
That's kind of crazy.
This is what I think. I think from a man's perspective, I think women get catered to and taken out so much that they just automatically think anytime they step out, they just got to look good, make them feel good, and then they can get what they want. And a lot of times that is okay, because that's what the man is really looking for you to look good and make him look good while he's out, and you be into him. You know what I mean? Like while you're out. But it does get to a point where women have to realize that they also have to contribute to that time together. And a lot of women today just don't think that. They just think that, if we're out, you should pay for it. Regardless, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times.
I look at it like this: like, if I like him and I'm feeling him, right? I want him to smile too. Right. I want to make him feel like, yo, she's digging me too. Why wouldn't I take you out?
Yeah.
And pay. Like, why wouldn't? Like, it doesn't calculate in my head.
Right.
Because if I can call up one of my girlfriends, like, yo, let's go grab some dinner, I feel like going out, and she's like, yo, I don't have it right now. I'm like, oh, I got you. If I can do that for one of my girlfriends, but I can't do it for a man that I'm saying, I want to possibly exclude.
Absolutely.
So this is the thing.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
Everybody that's in the chat room, I want y'all to invite 10 friends to the show. This next video I'm telling you, is going to take it to a whole nother level. And it's a big, big conversation about this next thing. But make sure that you guys leave the comments in the chat room, share the videos, like the videos so we can build our algorithm, invite your friends. Who says something about if I had ladies, Bongo you, here he is. He said, I've had ladies come and scoop me for something quick to eat. That type of shit made me want to go harder in the paint. But I hear you, man. I hear you. That's how it's supposed to be. I mean, it's supposed to be a give and take, but unfortunately, that ain't the thing. So let me set up this video. This video is a woman that's dating a man. She got caught cheating, and he just wanted to know what her logic was, because when they got together, she was basically telling him, if I have this type of man, this is how I treat him, and if I have this type of man, this is how I treat him. And I guess she was explaining how bad she may treat somebody. We lost Empress. But she'll be back. So I'm just going to set up the clip. So if anybody has a comment about if you caught a cheater and you had a chance to put a camera on them and ask them some questions just to figure out their logic, this is what it would look like. Let me go to this video. It's an older couple. And it's just bizarre how she thinks, but here we go.
Oh wait, can we also just add that they're not married? They're dating.
Right.
They're not
married. So here it is. The guy is dating a woman. They're not married. He catches her cheating, but he decides to document this conversation. And the conversation is crazy. Shout out to Drippy Dre for finding this one right here, because this had me like, both of my eyebrows was up, not one, not looking like The Rock, but both of my joints was up. So here we go. Let me get into this one right quick. And what I'll do with this video, since it's lengthy, I'll play a little bit. We'll discuss some of it, play a little bit more, and we'll discuss it. And that's how we'll do this one. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. I did something wrong. Let me put the audio. I'm new. Give me a break, guys. Give me a break.
Hey, listen. We're with you. It's all good.
Here we go. No, that's not the one. What's going on here? Sorry. This is called technical. Get it right.
We're good. Please hold while we attend to these technical difficulties. Thank you for viewing. No.
Here it is. Sorry, I kept going to the wrong. Okay.
All right. Yep.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's confused. Are you videotaping me? Thinking about it. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not changing my story about that.
Okay. What I want to know is why, when did you become the type of person who would do that?
I answered you.
You became, when you fell in love with
Can you turn it a little louder?
You got to be the type of person that would lie to me.
It wasn't conscious. It was a...
Yeah, but you be very clear. You lied to me, utilizing your daughter as an excuse.
I have already... yourself.
Repeat. Well, I just want to... I admitted to it, and you keep saying... And then you got caught in line of using your daughter as an excuse over and over again.
Yes.
When you get caught,
yes,
you then decide to go fuck somebody else to pay me back for catching you in a lie.
Can't hear it. Can't hear. I can't hear it.
Could y'all hear that?
I think Deb is frozen. She hasn't moved from that position about 3 minutes.
Okay. So
but I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear anything.
All right, let me try it one more time because this is an interesting video, man. This is really interesting. Deb has to probably come out and come back in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There she goes.
No,
I'm so sorry. I'm having connectivity issues.
Bongo, you said not you, Dr. Phil. I'm trying, my brother. I'm trying. You hold on.
You said you still just time films.
No. Hey.
Let me know if y'all can hear it now. All right. Let me mute mine. Let me mute mine. Hold on. Because I think that was part of the problem.
Hey, Jess. Deb, you up? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
Yeah. Okay.
She didn't say that you weren't with him as well.
Call her back. She probably won't take the call since you hung up on her, but go ahead and call her back.
Okay, now, do you feel bad at all that you did what you did?
Oh my God. Fuck yes, I do.
What do you feel bad about?
I feel bad that, well, for 100 different things, I feel bad. Starting backwards, or starting at the end and working backwards, I felt absolutely terrible that I cheated on you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you feel bad that you lied to me?
Well, I was getting there. I told you I was working from the end and going backwards.
Okay.
The worst thing that I've ever done is hurt you.
Okay. So when you got, so tell me more about the logic of you fucking getting caught lying, and then you go suck some other guy's dick because I caught you lying. How does that work?
I was an absolute whore and deserved to be treated like one. It was self-mutilation. I don't know how to behave like this.
So you're saying that you wanted to self-mutilate? So if you want to self-mutilate, but wouldn't self-mutilate actually be like you cut yourself or you do damage yourself? You wouldn't suck dick. You just went and did something pleasurable.
All I did was...
He says he fucked you for 6 hours.
He didn't.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Okay, well, but you don't remember anything.
I know what time I got home.
Did you have safe sex?
Yes.
Oh, you did? He doesn't think you did.
I don't care.
Okay, so he's wrong about that. So, but go back. So you got caught lying. You got mad at me. You blocked me from GPS. You blocked me from talking to you, which is punishment for me catching you in a lie, right? I get it.
Blown on my phone.
Okay.
I was still sitting at dinner.
Okay. So
that's when the GPS went off.
Okay. So that was
Didn't have anything to do with Reggie.
Okay. But so what you're saying is when that happened, then your reaction to that is to go suck dick and fuck some guy for whoever, how long. Because I caught you in a lie. And you're calling that self-mutilation?
I am. Because all it did was further destroy my psyche.
But what you did was you went and did something pleasurable. Right? So self-mutilation would actually be cutting yourself.
No. You can do it psychologically.
Okay. So really, how do you determine that?
What do you mean?
Well, how do you know that? Are you a psychiatrist, psychologist? Where do you get that expertise to know that?
Well, because I know what it made me feel like. And I know what my motivation was going into it.
What was your motivation going into it?
I feel like crap. I might as well act like the whore that everybody thinks I am. That's exactly what that was. It wasn't here to go fuck Steve. That wasn't what that was.
So when you feel like crap, you go fuck somebody.
It is not a practice.
Have you done it before?
No.
Okay, so it's the first time ever.
Yes.
For the first time ever in your whole life, you get caught lying, which included using your kid as a weapon over and over and over again, right? And then you use your feelings and emotions for me against me in that, trying to convince me that you aren't lying when you are lying. And by saying, oh, I love you, but you're lying the whole time. And then when you get caught, what you do is you ask a guy to come over and fuck you. And then you decide to follow up with lying about that. And you lied over. I mean, how many, would you say you lied like 50, 100 times?
Well, that is such a handful. Like every time I watch that video, I feel dirty. I feel so dirty when it goes off. You're on mute. You're muted.
I know.
Yo, the look on her face, though.
Yo, I was embarrassed for her.
It's self-mutilation. Like she
believes what she's saying.
I think what she's saying is her truth.
It's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jess. I was over here bugging. I felt crazy watching that. Empress, what did you feel about like the way he was talking to her?
So, in just what we're seeing by itself, it don't look like it's either he's fed up or that's how he always talks to her.
Yeah. But what do you think the need for the video camera was? What do you think the need to take was? Was to embarrass her?
I think so. Because like
that was pretty crazy.
Maybe his friends know, and it seems like he knows of the guy because she called him by name, right?
And it was two different guys she called. She said Reggie and Steve.
So she knows them, or he at least knows the names. Like there's a sense of embarrassment when you're cheated on. So he's doing the whole tit for tat. Well, you made me feel away, so I'm gonna make you feel away. You gonna face it in public. I wouldn't do that because now I'm putting the fact that you cheated on me to everybody. So you just embarrassed me. I'm embarrassing myself even more.
Right, because that was the thing. She had to allow him to do that. And she sat there, and I guess maybe she was thinking that maybe to try to save the relationship or for sake of the relationship. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be sitting there if there wasn't something for her to gain out of it. Like maybe he told her, if you let me record this, I'll forgive you or something. I don't know.
Or if he had his phone like this,
absolutely, Bongo. He's talking to her like a child. That's what I meant. Yeah. I'm sorry. Empress, what did you say?
I'm saying if she got, like, I have my phone like this, like if I'm just holding my phone and we're talking, she might not have known he was recording.
No, she knew. She knew she was being videotaped. Okay. She knew she was being videotaped. And I think that's what makes me so uncomfortable. Even if they were having the conversation and she wasn't aware she was being videotaped and he was speaking to her like that, okay, that's even something else different for me. It was the fact that she knew she was being videotaped and you're allowing him to speak to you that way. But like you said, that's either something she's used to or the fact that she knows he's fed up.
So I have a question for the room. Anybody can ask. So how do you speak to someone when they betray you and do that to you? How is he supposed to speak to her? How would you speak to someone?
Disappointment. You speak your truth or whatever, but he was doing it in a degrading type of a way. Like, yeah, so every time you decide you want to go suck dick and get fucked for how many ever hours, like.
But keep in mind he's reading situation change. Hold up. Keep in mind he's reading off of texts from what the guys are texting her. This is how he's coming up with these hours and asking her these things. So it isn't.
Yeah, I'm aware, but it's all about the verbiage. It's like all of that profanity that just spews hate. It shows you how hurt he is. He's so hurt. You know what I mean? Like if he wouldn't.
You want to know something though?
Yeah.
I want information from her. Like he's trying to get information from her. He's trying to ask like clarity on what's going on. Like he's trying to wrap his head around it. The last thing I'm gonna do, I don't want to attack you because I want you to keep giving me information.
Right.
So I'm coming at you. I'm not gonna get the information. I'm gonna come at you later if I get all the information I want.
Right.
But I'm still trying to get information from you.
Right.
What's if you don't be like, you know what, you barking at me, I'm not talking to you until you calm down.
Right.
So this is how it works, right? Thank you, Bongo Youth, for the $10 donation. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bongo.
Hey, that's our first $10, and I'm taking them out, and I'm paying for it.
Hey.
$5 each. They got $5 each, Bongo.
3 shots of water all the way around. All right.
Hey.
Now
we can go to Fat Tuesdays. $5 martinis.
Drippy don't get nothing, so it's just for the ladies. Now, this is my take. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know y'all can make donations, but if you want to make donations, hey, thank you. Y'all can make them.
Thank you.
This is my take, right? When someone's put in that position, and I listened to what you ladies said, and you're basically saying the way he's talking to this woman is kind of out of line and out of order, and he's videotaping it. But then I had to take, and I agree with you, but then I also have to take a step back and say, how hurt is this man?
Yeah.
For him to, now he ain't beating on her, he ain't screaming and yelling. He's simply asking her questions in the way he feels like, because I think when we have little situations, and it could just be little situations of disagreement, most of us ain't even that calm, and it's not even that. So I'm just thinking in the environment and the situation that he's in, I think he has every right to ask the questions the way he deems necessary. And I think he knows her well enough for her not to walk out of the camera and say, I'm not talking to you.
I disagree.
It wasn't like she was bothered. I think she just speaking. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No. Go ahead. Just because she was.
I think because when you look at her, the way she was describing herself as, well, everybody thinks I'm a whore, so that's how I'm going to act. So I think speaking to her, Yeah, so when he's speaking to her, I think that just plays into the way she feels about herself. And that's
I know, but is that the
exactly
right
why
thing
he
to do? Is that the right thing to do,
That's
though?
exactly why he shouldn't. She's saying
Right.
self-mutilation and everybody
Right.
thinks I'm a whore. There's
Right.
an issue within herself that he's adding to.
Yeah.
If I like everybody's treating me like a whore, now you talking to her like a whore.
Well, she's acting like one.
Okay, but now are you hurt because of your ego, or are you hurt because she's somebody you actually love?
Well,
If you're hurt because of your ego, talk to her however you want.
That's
But if you
another
actually
really
love her,
good question.
just because
That's
she
a
hurt you
good
doesn't mean the love
question.
shut off like a switch.
No.
Right. What's the hurt from? Is the hurt from embarrassment, or is the hurt because you really, really love this lady? Like,
Well,
and from what he
I've
said,
been in this situation. Guess what? I wanted to light the whole house on fire, but
I don't think as the way you're analyzing it isn't how people look at it, because it's a million emotions happening when you find out that you're
I'm
betrayed.
talking from being in his position.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't speak to him that way.
No, but
Yeah.
that's you. But that's you.
You said we're
sometimes-
analyzing it. No, I'm talking about like what's happened.
what I'm saying is your approach, because we're all different people. That's his approach. Some guys find out that a woman betrayed him and they beat him up.
But now here's the thing, Dr. Feelgood, and this is a very dangerous line to toe, because there was even a post about it, and I might get flack for saying this, but the post, I'm not quoting it verbatim, but it was along the lines of a lot of guys think because they're not beating or hitting a woman that they're not being abusive, not realizing that like verbiage and mental abuse is a thing too.
Bad, it's not worse.
He's not beating her, but you don't deserve a medal because I'm not beating her. You still talking to her like she's a dog.
Right.
If she's a dog, why do you care so much?
Right.
Because listen.
I think he's embarrassed.
This is what I say.
He's embarrassed.
No, I think he's embarrassed. I think he's hurt. I think he's shocked. And what we all want in these situations is we want to find out why. He's just looking for his why. Why are you doing this to me?
It's not
why?
what you say, it's how you say it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, then it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
That's true too.
That's true too. We're not negating her at all.
That. We're not debating that.
So for every action, there's a reaction, right?
True, but you're in control of your reaction. You are in control of your reaction.
And you're
just because she behaved like a whore didn't mean that he has to, persecute her like a father figure. Like that's kind of like the way he was talking to her, like in some kind of authoritative manner. Like, hey, yeah, when you were fucking and blah, like, wow.
This is what I think. And I think realistically, women, when they're in that thing and they find out, oh, you smashed my friend, you're gonna be like, oh, that dirty ass, blah, blah, blah. You didn't.
No.
No.
I'm not videotaping it.
I'm not. And Steph can actually vouch for me because we watched it happen.
Let me just say this then.
Steph watched it happen.
Let me just say
this.
He just didn't have the bright light on her. That was a straight up law and order interrogation right there.
Crimes that are especially heinous are investigated by an elite squad of detectives.
Boom.
Boom.
Right. So let me say this. You telling me most women are not interrogating their man when they find a picture in his phone or something in a DM? Like y'all acting like y'all
most men shut down with an interrogation. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Totally. And then that's
if I come at him sideways, wrong or not, he's not gonna give me nothing.
Who's taping it though? Who's taping it? Who's taping it? Like
he had enough wherewithal to get the video and lighting correct.
And
hold the camera steady.
You understand? That camera was on a tripod. He had a
You know what's funny? As I see the clear difference between men and women. And you guys are focusing on how he's talking and him holding a camera. But it's a reason why. Huh?
We're joking. What we're saying is
no, you're not.
Yeah, I was. No, I really was.
No, listen, my thoughts are still the same. It's like, okay, if that's the kind of conversation you feel the need to have with her, listen, by all means. But we would never been none the wiser if he hadn't taped it.
Yeah, but
We never saw it.
But this
And and you're like, you asked us if like we're gonna come at our men sideways. No, let a woman come at a man sideways. There's already the stereotype of her being a nag, of her doing this. So the last thing we want to do when we need something from you, because we're not gonna get information from anybody but you,
by coming at you sideways.
You. So no, we can't come at them sideways. They gonna shut down like, yo, who you talking to?
So this is what you're telling me. So you telling me Empress?
No, it's not his fault about the reaction, dude.
It's his fault.
It's not his fault.
Lord.
She's dead wrong.
Hold on, let me get this out.
No, I'm sorry. I was replying to Deuce. I'm sorry.
Empress and Chef Tammy is what you're telling me is when you guys catch somebody in that and it's betrayal like this, like he's saying, and the guy has multiple women sleeping with multiple women, that you guys are going to talk calmly and then don't try to ruffle his feathers no kind of way, and you ain't even going to try to reach out to the person that he's dealing with. Like,
oh, never said that. Never said that. I said I'm not
going to come at him sideways.
And so I never said I was. I'm just not going. I'm not going to tape it.
So this is a regular.
I'm not coming at him sideways because I already know that's going to be a shutdown. I've been through this.
A regular conversation. So you're very calm if something like this happened, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, I know you ain't. I'm worried about you. I'm talking to this.
No, I'm asking the questions I need to ask. But I'm not talking down on him. No.
Okay, so I got a question for everybody in the chat right now.
I'm definitely not recording.
If you had the same issue, let me know how you'll deal with it in the chat. Let me know how you would deal with betrayal in the chat. Are you coming at somebody very calmly, or are you going to kind of hit the fan like most people would, especially in the sense that he's saying it's not one person, it's multiple people. She's lying. He's catching her in all these different lies. And it's not just one guy, it's multiple guys. And it's recent because he's reading things off as of that night. So
listen, I got inboxes of phallic pics that he was sending out to people. Not her. People. Right. Like when I say I've been there, I've been there.
Right. So you talked to him calmly?
I was like, yo, what is this?
So you didn't raise your voice?
I always raise my voice.
Okay, so that means you was yelling.
I always yell. I'm yelling now.
Okay. So
listen, nobody's saying you couldn't yell. No one was saying.
Nobody's saying that. Yell. What I'm saying
is the intent behind the video that makes me uncomfortable. What's your intention for recording her? He could have asked her all the same questions.
No, I'm saying I'm not gonna be like, yo, what you fucking her for? What you doing this her for 6 hours and blah blah blah. I'm not doing that.
Okay,
I'm like,
so what are you doing?
That was crazy.
Like, why? Like, is there something I did? Like, that's what I'm asking. I'm not like, yo, and you got and you're being a whore. Did he call her? I don't know if he called. Like, I definitely didn't call anybody any names.
Okay.
Yeah, just like Bongo, you made the perfect, and this is why I stressed this before the video started, is that they're not married. I stressed that. Because that's exactly it. What Bongo's saying, exactly how I feel. That ain't my husband. God, step. Like, why is we going through all of this? Why are you videotaping this woman? She's not your wife. This video could do nothing for you. It's not like you can use it in some kind of a legal deposition.
No, I think he's trying to get back at her.
It was just merely made to humiliate her, and I just think that's because he feels humiliated. So,
but no, can we go back to the comment before?
Yeah,
sure.
Dude said, I do find it funny that at the end of the day, she cheated on him. Yes, somehow it's his fault about the reaction. It's absolutely not.
It's not his fault.
It's absolutely not. It's just not. Absolutely not. She wrong. She wrong as two left shoes.
She's dead wrong. She's dead wrong. She's a whore. She's exactly what her friends call her.
She needs to go to therapy. That's sex therapy.
He needs to go to therapy?
She does. She needs help.
Read this one, Chef.
I caught all of them in lies, cheating guys, giving their numbers, meeting guys in parks. I asked about it. I showed them proof, and I went and asked the guys.
Right.
I've made phone calls. I've made phone calls. I'm going to tell you this though. I never. Now, when you asked me like speaking calm and not yelling, I did not yell at them, and I was very calm because guess what? At the end of the day, the women never made a commitment to me. He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was actually never angry at the women.
That really wasn't a commitment.
You're right, but I'm just saying he made the commitment and he didn't honor it.
He said it. He talked it. He didn't
Right, and he didn't honor it. So like I wasn't mad. Hell, I'm actually cool with one of them now.
I'd love to talk to this guy and just if I could ask him one purpose, the gentleman, if I could ask him one question, it would be, what was the purpose of your video? Like, what did you feel when you were making this video? What was your intention when this video was made? That's all I want to know. And then I could, but I'm just trying to figure out where you going with this.
Made and posted. I think posting it is a big thing.
Now, for the rest of this video, y'all could go on our official The Conversation with James Billings and Friends page and watch the entire video. That's what we'll do. We'll talk about some of it because a lot of this is, you can't really dive into a whole 24-minute video. So many things to talk about, but you can go after the show. It'll be posted on the Facebook page, and you can watch it in its entirety and leave us some comments on that page and let us know what your thoughts is in its totality. We're coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. This is our new format. We're trying to implement more video things that we can watch. We still have our debates, but we also want you guys to be a part of the show. So we're going to bring you guys in live. We're going to pose a question. And if you had that experience, we're going to welcome you into the show to tell us about your experience. If it was cheating, you caught somebody cheating, tell us how it went down, how it happened, and how you handled it. And then we'll have a conversation with you and the rest of the audience. So that's what we're going to start doing moving forward. We're going to bring in a lot of new hot topics. We're going to expand the topics a little bit from just us, how we doing, like battling or, debating.
Debating.
We're having a conversation.
So we welcome you guys to send us in topics that we can bring onto the show and discuss. Because a lot of you guys send me a lot of DM and say, listen, keep this anonymous. And that's how we get a lot of questions too. So make sure you guys send us, invite your friend. My man Bongo said, it was revenge.
It was definitely
right.
Listen, Bongo, I've had anger management. I can hold back the patwa when I need to.
So last discussion, I'm gonna leave the floor to the ladies, but this is the last comment for the night. I put up a post, and the post was and it's getting a lot of traction, and I put it up today, and I just want to know your thoughts, and you guys could leave us your thoughts in the comments. So I said, what if let me read the comment specifically so I don't mess it up. Let me get to the comment, and I'll say it exactly how it's supposed to be, so I'm not missing out on anything. And then Chef Tammy and Empress, I just want to know your comment. What's your thoughts? So we live in a non-traditional anything goes society. Should heterosexual people have a pride parade celebrating the tradition of the man and woman union? What's your thoughts?
I'm sorry. Isn't every non-pride parade that?
Say that again.
What just happened here? Wouldn't every other parade that's not, assimilated with pride be that? I mean, aren't they all men and women dancing up and down the street for whatever reason? How
about we get better at marriage and relationships, and then we can talk about having a pride parade. How are we going to have a pride parade about heterosexual relationships when we have this much discourse about heterosexual relationships? That's been every episode.
You're going to have side chicks at the parade. You're going to have other baby mamas. It's just going to be a mess. Kind of parade you trying to have first. You not see the lady at the fire station? You ain't see the lady at the fire station? What the heck?
She was off the chain.
Let's worry about that first before we worry about the LGBTQ community and their parade. Their parade ain't harming nobody.
No. Listen. We don't need a parade. We
don't need a parade. We need to get our stuff together.
Right. We need more marriage.
Well, that's the top of the show. 8 o'clock hour. Conversation with James Billings and Friends, Empress, Chef Tammy, Drippy Dre. Once again, we thank everybody for coming into the room tonight, sharing your fun and thoughts with us. Gerald Hinton, Bongo U, thank you for the 10, the large 10. We appreciate you, Deuce, Jessica, Kylie. Until next week, y'all, 7 p.m., same time. Make sure you guys always share our videos and things of that nature, and just keep us in your thoughts. We out of here. Peace.
Bye.
It's so phenomenal. Yeah. It's so incredible. Yeah. Because of you, I wrote this song. Now it's on the radio. Yeah. Tricking all my money out. Anything you want. Step in out now. Anywhere you want. Diamond rings, cars, living that good life. So sexy, girl, you got me saying, oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, girl. So hot, gotta give me what I got. Hey. Let me please, hey. Let me please, hey. Let me please, hey. Let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. I could take you around the world. What you waiting for? Lunch in Hollywood, dinner in New York. Expensive shoes, I know you like living it up. So sexy, girl, I'm just saying. Oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, girl. So hot, gotta give me what I got. Hey. Let me please, hey. Let me please, hey. Let me please, hey. Let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. 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 Something that I wanna say. Can I play?